strictly for entertainment purposes. This one, I mean, did it happen? Did it not happen? Who knows? You're gonna have to use your imagination, right? Imagine it's you. Imagine it is you. Imagine it's a Friday. You're kicking your heels about. You've got no dough. You're trying to decide how you're going to get money. I mean, it's not just Friday. The weekend's upon you, mate. You need to have a bit of dough around you on the weekend. Otherwise, well, your weekend's ruined, isn't it? Before it's even begun. What are you going to do? You're flitting from here to there, trying to think what's going to happen. You know, you've gone in. You might have gone in pub A, try to look for a couple of people. Pub B, you don't know what's going on. This is before everyone, just imagine it happened like before everyone had mobile phones as well. Just imagine that. So it's not like you can just go, oh, I'm just going to phone it. I'm just going to phone him. Just imagine you actually have to look for people. Gets into the afternoon a bit, or say lunchtime. We'll say maybe it got to about 12, and then you bump into one of the other pals. He's the same as you, really. He's thinking, well, I need money. It's Friday. Just imagine you having a chat. Thinking, well, what are we gonna do then? Would you do an arm robbery? You might say to him, or he might say to you, because one of you has done one before. Probably you. You probably done one before, not him. So you might even be saying to him, "Do you want to do one? Or would you do one?" And he might go, "Yeah," but you go, "Well, I know where there's a piece. I know where there's a piece. It just happens to be a piece in a stolen car, just plotted up somewhere." You even sitting here now, you might be thinking, "Well, why didn't I just remember all this? Like I had one of them before." But sometimes when you're chatting to people, ideas start sparking. He says, "Well, come on then, we'll go and get it." So we have to jump on the bus. Imagine this just in a car park in Raynham. But you get there. You get in the car because you might have even been the one that nicked the car. Your pieces in it. Obviously, you've nicked the car at some other point. Car don't start. Car's not having it. It's only black boxed. You know, started with a lollipop stick when you black box it. But you get the thing out, jump back onto the bus. Your friend might be really impressed with the thing because he ain't seen a real one before. This is definitely not plastic made in Taiwan special. This one, yeah. And well, now you're thinking, well, we've got to get a car. What are you gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? And where you gonna hit as well? But you jump off the bus. You're back in the manor now. We think, well, it's daytime. We don't really want to nick a car. That's what you're thinking. Yeah. How can we get? So like now you're sort of like trotted along to some place, and you're like, you might have even seen the bookies, yeah, right? Nobody gets rich from a bookies, yeah. 1,500 quid average, but it's Friday. You ain't got no job and you ain't got shit to do. You know what I mean? It's Friday, mate. You might say to your mate, "We've done that one before, not you, but me and someone else." You might have even said that. You might have even said that to him. Said, "We done that 2 weeks ago, a month ago, whenever." You can't really remember how long ago it was. But he says, "What? Would you do it again?" Of course we'll do it bloody again, but we need one of those. There's a pub opposite. There's a pub bang opposite. Yeah. Everyone drinks in there quite a lot. So you go in there, you take a chance. There's a couple of boys sitting over there. You walk over there and you just say, listen, has any one of you's got a car? There's got peds and there's cars, you know. There's more, you know, this is like, you might be 18, 19, 20, 21 or whatever. So like a lot of you's got peds still and stuff like that. But one of you's might have a car. He says, yeah, I've got one. You're sitting there giving small talk and all that, yeah? He says he's going on holiday next week. So you go, well, do you want to earn a quick 300 quid? He goes, yeah, but what have I got to do? Alright? Don't forget, you're in a pub, you can basically look out the window and look at the bookies, yeah? But you know if you say to matey, can we use your car as a getaway car? He's definitely going to say no, isn't he? So you go, we'll park round the back of the pub, and when we get in, we'll give you 300 quid. He goes, yeah. Mate. So he goes off. He goes park round the back of the pub. There's a road round the back of the pub. Yeah, we just tend to park on there. This road, if you come out the bookies, cross the road to the pub, go to the back of the pub, and there's a road. This road will lead you basically onto the motorway. You're gone. Left or right, you can go as well. Yeah, you're gone. Especially if no one sees you. He's parked round there. I accidentally said we. I mean, you could be sitting in the car with this person, and you're just telling him to say, all you've got to do is wait here. You could be 10 minutes, and you'll be right back. All you've got to do is wait 10 minutes. He goes, yeah, sure, but what are you going to do? Don't worry about that. He knows you're up to something, but, you know, there's no way in hell he knows what you're doing. That thought is a million miles away. So you get out. And now you're walking. You've already took your t-shirts off in the pub, yeah? Because you're just going to pull your t-shirts, your head through the arm of your t-shirt and put your hood up, yeah? That's all you're going to do. That's as scientific as you're going to get. You walk in. Matey that you're with, he's like, he doesn't actually know. All he's got to do is stand in the door. Don't let nobody in, nobody out, and just in case there's a magical lock on it that just appears, you know, that just locks out of nowhere. You just keep your foot there. Just don't let it shut, and don't let no one in or out. He hasn't actually got nothing on him either. Okay, I'll do that. Don't forget, you've done this place. I can't remember how long ago you did it, but say we'll just say it's a month. You cross the road. Just before you touch the pavement, you've gone, pulled the thing up. You're already up, straight in the door. There's nobody in there. This is what. There's nobody in there, and he doesn't see you come in straight away. Yeah, your thing's out. You've trotted up to the door now. Trotted up to the door, trotted up to the counter. There's glass there. He's still looking down. On the glass, metal to glass. Ding, ding, ding. He's looked up. It's only the same cashier geezer that was in there the last time you robbed it. He's looked up. He's reading. Whatever he's reading. His words, quoted, oh, right, you want the money from the safe? Yeah. He goes to it. 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s. He does it in order, mate. You ain't even got to tell him. Biggest notes first. He does it in order for you. You go to him, I want the money from the drawer as well. Please. He goes, yeah. Do you want the coins? Oh, yeah. After you. Oh, yeah, go on then, if you've got time. Cheers, mate. you could even feel a bit, but you could even feel a bit bad when you leave there. You could be thinking, he was a nice fella. I should have got his number. We could have got out afterwards. But there wasn't an astronomical amount in there. You got the expected 1,800, £2,000 or whatever you got. Split. It's a good weekend, isn't it? First time you might have ever seen 10 grand was from a place that you robbed twice. I'll be so careful how I'm speaking right now. Like, considering this is your story, this ain't mine. This was a premises, yeah, and there was an alley next to it. So basically, you could park your car behind the alley, behind the shop, down the back of the alley, walk to it, literally come out the alley, the shop's there. When you come out, you get in your car, you drive through the estate that you've drove through to get to this car park, and you're in a totally different neighbourhood. Like, just say this wasn't, well, you've got Harlow and Hertfordshire, yeah? Two different areas, yeah? Harlow and Hertfordshire. This definitely wasn't in Harlow and Hertfordshire, by the way. It weren't. But Harlow, Hertfordshire. You could have 1 foot in Harlow, 1 foot in Hertfordshire, yeah? But you're in two different manors, yeah? Different old bill, everything. One's Essex, one's Hertfordshire. So boom. It's the same routine. You're going to go to the front. There's no screen this time, yeah? You can just jump over. Your mate's going to stand near the door. Basically, you go in, you jump over. There's no screen. You're basically behind there. Feet at your safe. You don't know how much is there. The person's filled up your little rucksack you've got with you. You've jumped back over, you've gone. You're in the back seat, sitting on the bag, sort of. And your mate's driving. There's no drama. You've totally got away. It was easy. However the bag was set in the car on the way back, it didn't look like there was loads of money in there. Just for whatever reason, the way the bag was out, it just didn't look like there was loads in. When you got back to where you're going, you've opened the bag out, tipped it out. You're only in a bed sit. There's two of you in there. You've stacked it in grands. 10 grand. It's literally taken up the whole bed sit that you're in. 10 grand's chump change, isn't it, really, in the big scheme of things? I mean, you go away forever for 10 grand, but you're a teenager. Most money you've seen before this is probably a few £100, maybe £1,000. Now you've got 10 grand laid out in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, just in £1,000 lumps. Obviously, it's got to be split between you and your mate, and it takes exactly 10 days to get rid of that money. And then 10 days later, you go back to the exact same spot that you got the 10 grand from and get 6.5 grand. So you end up getting 16.5 grand out of the same place in 10 days. And you're only, what, 18? I wish that was me. Anyway, if you like that, hit the subscribe and we'll chat tomorrow. Adios.